Welcome to today's show. For today's guest, we have Nick Flores of Cafe Blue. Please, everyone, welcome Nick Flores. And our co-host today, PhD Lovely. Please welcome PhD Lovely.
How we feeling?
He's the live one.
So, Nick, if you could start by telling everybody a little bit about yourself.
Break the throne.
For anyone who doesn't know you.
For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Nick Flores, and I am the founder of Cafe Blue, and I am happy to be here. You might know me for all my jazz and sophistopop stuff, so if you're here, hope to have you meet me.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Talking about sophistopop.
Right, very well.
Why sophistopop?
Well, JT, Mr. William, I grew up with this this genre since I was a child. It was pretty much the first introduction to music that I could closely remember to anything. And it's something that has begun to feel, and honestly is, just a family thing for me. You know, my dad introduced me to it. You know, we all listened to it, and I figured that since I wasn't too well at marine biology, I figured I'd chase after being a musician, and here I am. And I think it's just one of those things that it's a calling. So sophistopop was my calling, and it could have been jazz, and it probably was, but when I found out that sophistopop has the blend of jazz, I thought it was like, I just blend everything that I wanted to. I could be like Wes Montgomery and Patti McClune or Paul Buchanan.
Okay. So I have some photos here for you.
Right.
Just without context.
Of course.
It's a little game that is aptly just called Is It Sophisticated?
Okay.
But past that, I kind of just blankly want your opinion.
All right. Very well.
I want to see what you think of these. All right. First things first.
Caviar. I have had caviar
Off the rip.
once in my life, and I tried it the way it is, just like a cracker with the creme fraiche and the caviar. So is it sophisticated? I'd say it's one of those more sophisticated foods. It's not for everybody.
It's fish eggs.
It's fish eggs.
But are fish eggs?
Sophisticated.
That's the question. I want to know.
Maybe not, actually. You know, I mean, if you're a fly fisherman, then you might think so, but I wouldn't say. I think I wouldn't say the concept of a fish egg being sophisticated, but yeah,
But when it becomes caviar, then
it's sophisticated. I think it's sophisticated when depending on the fish more than anything.
When the fish isn't born yet.
Exactly. I think it also depends on the fish. If we're being if we're
Okay.
getting into specifics, like the caviar that you're looking at there is a sturgeon.
Oof.
And like if you're thinking about
Okay.
like the salmon eggs or the trout eggs, which is what you see genuinely in like poke, like the poke, they call it masago over there, and that's like trout and salmon eggs. So I think that's one of the more kind of I guess affordable ways that you could eat the closest thing to caviar, and I think it's even better. Honestly, it's not too salty. It's kind of like the boba tea, the little bubbles, little bubbles.
Okay.
You pop them in your mouth.
Salty little bubbles.
Yeah, salty little bubbles. And I think depending on the fish, so if it's a sturgeon, then I'd say it's more sophisticated because a sturgeon
Okay.
is a very kind of cold water fish, as well as the salmon and the trout. But I think the sturgeon is just kind of more rare to come across. And when you're fishing for it, it's not something that's too easy to kind of catch. So I think it does kind of get sophisticated when you can say that you've caught a sturgeon, and specifically one from that kind of cold water regions of like Alaska and British Columbia and stuff like that.
Were we expecting him to know this much about fish eggs?
It doesn't necessarily surprise me. I've
All right.
never had caviar.
He
no.
brought up.
Fly fishing.
There we go.
Yes.
He brought up marine biology unprompted.
It is true.
It is very
Is there a story there? If not, we can just move on.
There is a story. Ever since I was a kid, besides music, it was animals. I was just a nerd for animals. I was like the aquarium. I was like, oh man, I want to be a marine biologist. you know, because I do, since I do fly fishing anyways, I was like, I'm already into that whole kind of nature conservation stuff. And since we're also kind of on like the music topic of things, I've kind of started getting into that whole little ideal of kind of talking about the conservation of like animals sometimes in the music, to kind of spread the word that, you know, we have a earth that we live on, and, you know, we kind of got to take care of it. I think that's one of the beautiful things, and it was one of my goals when I was a child, to just love animals and take care of them and be very well educated on that stuff. Yeah.
Do you think we're doing a good job?
I think we'll get there. But I think we're
of taking care of the earth.
Next photo.
Are those those aren't cranberries. Those are just berries, right? I don't know what they are.
Are you gonna superimpose them? I don't know.
Yeah, what are they?
What's going on?
I don't know what that is exactly.
This is
I'm still not
you're the one that has to figure out if it's sophisticated or not. Is this sophisticated?
Are we talking about the picture or like berries in general?
Well, are berries in general?
Are they berries?
I'm not sure these are berries, but
well, I don't know what they are. They look like.
I did find the photo, but I don't really know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. I'd say, since I can't tell you.
You prepped that. That's hilarious.
I'd say, since I don't know, I would rather say it isn't. It's
not sophisticated.
I don't.
Now, why would you name your band Cafe Blue if you were gonna say coffee beans aren't sophisticated?
No. Plain. We're trapped.
You played yourself
trapped.
there. These are people picking coffee beans. Is it sophisticated? Make your own or to pick your own coffee beans.
I think that actually would be something. I think it's a very cool thing to do that. I'm personally like I tend to like tea a lot. You know, I'm a big fan of tea. I like tea. I like
very British.
It's very British indeed. I like mint tea. You guys like mint tea?
Mint tea.
Yeah, sure.
Like Earl Grey tea. That's really
Earl
great.
Grey.
You know, Earl Grey. This the black tea's pretty good. That's one where everyone kind of hits the wall, and it's like, I don't like black tea because it's too like bitter.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was about to say sour. No. So.
I like pretty much most teas.
Coffee.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Very much so.
What is more sophisticated, berries or nuts?
Berries or nuts?
Berries or nuts?
Berries or nuts. Are we getting? It's just like this. Any specific things?
You know what? Berries or beans? Stay with the bees.
Stay with the beans. Berries or beans? I'm gonna say.
Burt's baked beans.
I'm gonna say berries. I think berries. I think
that's hard to argue.
They're
have seeds.
They're sweet, you know, and they're very bright. You know, beans tend to be kind of more or less kind of natural color. I guess the dark brown and stuff like that. So
Earth
I think
tones.
Earth tones, exactly.
I like that you said berries because you're more in line with the caviar because we already said that fish are more sophisticated when they're unborn. And so it makes sense that you pick the food that has unborn.
I love strawberries. Strawberries are my favorite kind of berries. I'm not kind of a blueberry guy. Now, this is something that I deal with.
Is this
sophisticated? Well, as a musician, that looks like the back of a pianist or some kind of guitarist. So, and I guess depending on the music that you make. But I guess scoliosis is scoliosis.
Well, it's just bad posture.
Oh, bad posture. Oh, okay.
It's bad posture.
Oh, is bad posture sophisticated? Maybe not. I always see like elegant people kind of walk their back.
You're good posture.
Up. Me?
Yeah. You're sitting up, right? You're doing a good job.
My mom's like, man, you gotta stop doing that. I'm like, I'm like, psh, She got me going. She got me walking around like this.
Nice. That's a good mom right there.
Well, you heard it here. I'm not the villain for drop kicking him in the back. He just had bad posture.
Indeed.
Shout out moms.
Yes, sir.
Shout out moms.
Shout out the moms.
Next photo.
Oh! Whoa! That looks... Is that Scotland?
I don't know.
For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a big fan of Scotland and the UK in general. My aunt and uncle live in Greenwich in England. Just to let everybody know. Okay, that looks very sophisticated. Just look at the architecture on that. You know, the whole kind of tones and everything and the colors. Yeah, and the colors. I think it's very architectural. It looks like something out of like it doesn't look like someplace Dracula would live, but you know the architecture is very impressive. Specifically I believe it's that a cross at the top, like just the little things. Oh, that's not a cross, but all just the little things, the little details. I'd say that photo is very sophisticated piece of architecture. It looks like Romania or something like that.
I'll give you Romania.
Yeah, something like
Romania
that.
Pinocchos.
Exactly. Those kind of whole region, kind of Baltic area.
See, I'm not even sure if it's real.
Maybe Slovakia, something like that.
Could
The
be
whole
AI
Baltic
generated.
region.
All right.
Have you ever been to Glasgow?
I have not, but when I make it there,
You're gonna go by train.
indeed I am. Indeed I am. By the train with a gold
But
ticket.
you're not gonna need help from this person then. Is this sophisticated?
I believe she is very sophisticated.
Jet engine, white woman working on a jet engine.
You got it. This is the engine for.
She's
a plane.
hardworking. She's sophisticated, man. She looked like she got everything down.
She looks like a stock photo actress.
She actually
She
does.
definitely
does.
is.
That's what I got from this.
I feel like her name's Emily. She looks like an
that could be
that
an
is an
Emily.
Emily.
Emily. She looks like an Emily.
But
Her friends call her M.
Emily Johnson.
Emily Johnson.
I could see that. She's got like the screwdriver. I feel like her dad kind of grew up. She's like, you gotta learn how to change that tire.
Calling her MJ.
MJ.
Yeah.
MJ.
Oh. Michael Jackson.
You see it? You see it yet?
I see it.
Yeah?
I see it.
So Nick, you've been known to be quite a foodie.
Oh,
Where does that come from?
indeed I am. I think another thing, I think it just goes back to my childhood. My parents were very open to me, were very keen on me trying everything. So I guess kind of when you grow up with parents who kind of give you a bit of everything, you kind of develop like a taste from a young age. Like I'm a big fan of Spanish food. I love Spanish food, tapas, all that kind of stuff, you know. So I kind of grew up trying a bit of everything, whether it was Mexican food, you know, the American food and Spanish and just British, everything that was culinary, you know. My dad had a friend when I was growing up. His name was George. I remember him very keen. He was a very chef, and he had worked in like Michelin kitchens and stuff like that. And you know, we have friends. My parents have friends that do all that because my father's in the restaurant business. So I kind of grew up meeting a lot of chefs along the way, and I guess I also had like my little time. JT will remember. I had my little time where I was like a whole little chef phase, and I was trying to get a lot of inspiration from like these modern kind of cool places, New York style, that played like house music and served you like
Tiny little portions.
Yeah, tiny little portions. And I try to put like a really cool since you did call me a foodie, I'm a very big bag. That comes with the price. I love chowing down on food, man. People, I'm a wing king. Matter of fact, since we get into the topic of foodie,
Best wings in Atlanta.
International Cafe. International Cafe. You come to me. I used to take down 30 wings and fries.
Wow.
I'm the wing king, the foodie king,
Wing
actually.
king.
Yeah.
Did you grow up here?
Indeed I shall. Indeed I have.
You shall.
And indeed I shall with time. But I have grown up here. I was born in a hospital in Snellville, but I grew up mainly in Lawrenceville all my life. And, you know, I mean, Atlanta's basically down the street. It's a 30-minute, 40-minute drive, you know. So, yeah, I'd say I kind of got my idea of the whole Georgia, you know.
Can we ask about your dad's restaurant touring?
Absolutely. So, my dad is in the menu business.
Okay.
So, he's in the menu business. And
Curation?
No, so he designs menus for basically Mexican restaurants, so all over the place.
Cool.
And you know, and he's been getting into like a whole other region of things, and so yeah, that's basically what my dad does, and I guess that's why I've been able to kind of really be a foodie.
Yeah, experience a whole bunch of stuff. That's such a niche,
stuff.
like
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a really cool blessing to have, you know.
Yeah.
When your parents are very open to doing all that stuff.
Fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of niche, I have some names that
Indeed.
I'm wondering if you know anything.
Of course.
Do you know anything about Simon Reynolds?
Oh man, that sounds so familiar, dude. Oh my god. Can I ask what band he's from?
I don't think he's from a band.
Well, no. I'd say he sounds familiar, but I can't say he hits me.
Do you know Craig LaChance?
I do not know Craig LaChance.
What about Ned Raggett?
No, man. I can't say I do.
Classic Pop Magazine?
I mean, I know Classic Pop Magazine and like all those bands that were on that.
Yeah,
on that
exactly.
magazine. Ask the Camera was on that. But.
Ned Raggett was with All Music, and he did some important reviews for the Blue Nile and Prefab Sprout.
Oh, okay. So he must have done like the
Simon
whole,
Reynolds
gigs.
is widely considered the leading authority
Great
of
journalist.
sophistopop
Really?
post-punk history.
One of my favorites.
I don't know anything about these people. This is just what AI
I can't
is
say
telling me.
I know either. You know, I tend to when it comes to listening besides the music to the bands, I like to listen to the interviews, but I don't really remember the names of the people who interviewed them. Like I have also like in my room, I'll have buy stuff on eBay of like these bands on like the newspapers from back then, and it has the names of the newspaper. I'll cut them out and I'll put them on my wall and stuff like that. But
Hey.
I can't say I remember.
The journalists.
Yeah, I
Any of the
don't
journalists.
really
they don't get
know.
enough credit though.
Yeah.
We should
shout
give them
out
credit.
journalism.
We should.
Yeah, I just didn't know it happened. I just was wondering which critics went and talked about Sophistopop back in the day.
Yeah.
So I came up with a little game.
Of course.
I've taken some of our song names and I've changed them, and I was just wondering if you'd be open to
I'm very
doing a
open.
little mashup.
Go on then.
And I'm guessing you could probably figure out which songs I mashed up for each of them, but
Of course.
guess we'll just have to see.
Is this a competition, me versus him?
It's a test.
I think in some sense I'm just wondering if he'd be open to like just changing the name of the song on Spotify. And so this was basically me trying to pitch that to him. I hope.
Love it.
I was thinking, we'd have to pick either a song from the EP or one of our singles, but
Okay.
change it to just be Running Out of Plates.
Okay. Running out of plates. That's an interesting one. I instantly thought about Sarah when you said that.
Yeah, because, eventually Sarah has to be running out of plates.
Yeah, because
right?
she's throwing too many plates at that door.
Eventually you just got to run out.
Many.
Too many plates. That's true.
So,
I'm surprised
Would
you
you
didn't
be-
say anything with Beauty Lane. I thought Beauty Lane would be like something you'd kind of throw out of there.
no, I was just really hoping we could just change the name of Sarah to be Running Out of Plates.
Running out of plates.
Parentheses, shout and pray.
Parentheses, shot and pray. That
It
is,
seems like you're hesitant.
That
Maybe we
sounds
can
like
just
$1
move
million
on to the
idea
next
to
one.
me, but
What if we had a song called Glory Town?
that's actually cool. I actually do low-key like that.
You
Glory.
like-
That
you
that
like
is cool.
Glory
Glory
Town?
Town. I actually do like that one. Glory Town.
I don't know. There was something about it that really rubbed me the wrong way. It sounds dirty for no
does
reason.
sound quite dirty.
Glory Town.
Wait, which song is it?
It's Glory Bound.
And
Glory Town. Huh?
you,
Oh, the Seaside Town. The Seaside Town.
yeah.
the
And then the
Town.
first one, you know, the two songs.
Yeah. Glory
Yeah.
Town's cool. I kind of like that one. I thought that one was nice. It sounds like it sounds
I
kind of
could-
like what
I could see it being
Quick game
good.
of word association. Glory.
Town.
Yeah, exactly.
Town. I think
Glory
That's
Town.
where everyone's mind went.
Yeah, that's where everyone's
think
mind.
I think I
that's where
like
everyone's mind. What about Born Come Down? Because you know how the babies come from the storks?
Oh yes.
What if the storks just didn't bring the baby?
So it's
and
called
instead just let the born come down.
Born Come Down. That's definitely an interesting one. I think I'm gonna pass. I don't know.
It sounds like you could probably sell that idea as like a prelogue to the Jason Bourne action movies.
I've actually never
That
watched.
could work.
That's
I've never seen those
Jason Bourne's
movies.
the only baby that didn't splatter.
okay. I'm listening.
Jason Bourne, the prelogue, Born Come Down.
Sold.
I love
Get
it.
Hollywood on the phone.
Okay, so it sounds like we may have just made a movie.
Is that not the goal?
That's the Bruised Arcade.
Okay. That's the name of the song. Okay. That's the Bruised Arcade.
That's the Bruised Arcade.
That's the Bruised Arcade. I think that one's cool.
That's the Bruised
That's
Arcade.
the Bruised Arcade.
Yeah.
That's from Born Free, people.
Yes. And I guess Beauty Lane.
A lot of people don't. It's weird. My lyrics tend to be very interesting to a lot of people.
I was trying to come up with another joke name on the spot, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, there's actually, funny enough, when I was when I had first we were doing a new song and it's called Curiosity Killed the Cat. Ooh. And I remember when I was talking about it was JT and it was Frank. It was a whole band basically at the time, and they were like, what does the lyrics say? Because before it was like a little pre-chorus kind of thing that goes into the chorus. And I was like, well, it says paper mache dally. And people are like, what the fuck does that even mean? So I guess into context, dally is just a way to say playing, like in a very kind of cool, kind of poetic way.
Very poetic.
You're playing, you're dallying around. You're dallying around because I actually kind of went in the direction of a cat messing around and stuff like that. So the cats, cats like to mess around and stuff with the little balls and stuff. It's actually like a paper mache, like a mache dally. They're just messing around with the dally. That always gets everybody. I told my music teacher about it, and she was like, what does that even mean?
Well,
dallying around.
Yeah.
I'm dallying around right now. It's part of the
The
song.
paper mache dally what?
Paper mache dally. It's like
Dally he.
That's what Michael Jackson did.
With a hee on the end.
Or the hee.
So why are you writing all these songs with a ton of words that no one's ever heard before?
Why? That's all right. So I'm doing all of this because I believe in this vision that I have. I believe in this whole ideal that there's this one beautiful genre that nobody knows. And I grew up with it and nobody knows a single thing about it. And I have the power to bring it to life to a whole new generation of people who don't know anything about it. I think it's what's beautiful about it. It's that there's no walls around it. Its colors are infinite. And it speaks in many different languages to many different genres. There's jazz, there's Latin, there's the pop, there's psychedelia. There's a whole unlimited thing here that nobody knows about. And I have an ability to touch thousands of people with this, and there's no way I can't just do it without trying. So, because I don't really want to aspire to make a living. I want to aspire to make a difference, and I think that's something that can be very much well created, and it's something that will be obtained with trust. So if anyone, whoever does listen to this, just know that there's something beautiful in music, and I think that Sophistopop is one of those genres that can unite people through everything. Because any jazz guy could listen to that and be like, oh man, that's a really cool kind of chord progression. Or a psychedelic guy could go, oh man, that's some really, really weird kind of synthesizer work there. So I think there's a lot of beauty in it, and I think that once it's really discovered and by the rest of the people, once they hear us, then there will be a really beautiful touch to the heart from that. So, yeah.
One of the most popular genres in the world is EDM. How do you plan to get the EDM heads into Sophistopop?
So I guess it's straying away from the question. I like house a lot.
Okay.
I like house music a lot, and I guess house kind of does go a little bit with EDM kind of. And this is Dead Mouse 5. It's like one of those really cool kind of house.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse 5. That's like
Dead Mouse.
I call them Dead Mouse, but Dead
Mouse 5. I think they're pretty cool.
Okay. We all got different names.
And I think EDM could go. I wouldn't be opposed at all.
Do you ever listen to African house music?
No, actually, so
Jazz chords
I
all
love
over the place.
I love African music. There's a genre called Zamrock out there, and I've had the fortunate ability to meet some of the few Zamrock legends that are alive.
Wow.
So from a band called Witch from like 1970s, they were kind of they were blending psychedelia with these African
Seer
rhythms.
is such a good song.
Yeah, and I've been fortunate to have obtained, since I'm a big guy on record collection, and I was able to find the original Zamrock copy, which is funny enough, it's worth thousands, and funny enough, I was able to get into my hands with some friends that I had over there, and I think Zamrock and just Afro music in general, like Fela Kuti, I think he's really, really great. That guy has just some amazing rhythms. Unfortunately, he left a little bit too early, but I think African music just has some beautiful music that is just coming. I think that's a big uprise, you know, the whole Zamrock scene, and like the whole Nigeria had a really cool music scene too of a guy named William Onyebir, and he was all synthesizer stuff, but he was really, really advanced. It's said that at the time, you know, Nigeria was going through like a very difficult moment, you know, with like money and stuff. Like there was a lot of war and stuff going on, and then this guy just randomly disappeared to Russia in like the 70s and just came back with all these synthesizers, and he opened his own production studio and his own record plant because he had a lot of money, and he just let out a whole bunch of records, and it's really coming up now. It's one of the songs I really like a lot called Atomic Bomb. It's such an interesting, the whole, his thing is very interesting, but I think Africa in whole is a very spiritual awakening of just ancestral music that is just coming together. And I think once a lot of people get to hear those rhythms, because it's really is very different. Each country has its own difference, you know, the Scottish, the Italian, and I think when you hear African guitar, I think it's one of those things that that's da 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 da, and it sounds a little bit. You can hear the influence of all those guys that we're listening to, like Jimi Hendrix and like these Black Sabbath records. But you know, they have such a very nice groove to them, and you know. Shout out the Funkies also. There was a band in Nigeria called the Funkies, and they were just phenomenal. So African music is just an untouched realm there that I think once people kind of hear it,
gotta tap in.
I think you already get it. It's a great drug to get into. So.
Right. I wanted to know, since we're kind of already talking about it, if we were to have a mobile record player, and you could listen to vinyl anywhere on the planet.
All right.
What do you think? Like after you like tested all the places, if you were to guess, what would be your favorite place on the planet to listen to a record?
Oh, I love Key West, Florida. Key West, Florida. A lot of people would think that it'd be like Scotland, Glasgow, the UK, but I love.
You want to be at the beach.
I want to be at the beach listening to. I love Key West, Florida. That place just has a hold of me, and I think if I'd want to be anywhere listening to those records, all these really obscure records that I have, then I'd want to be right at the beach, just smelling that salty air, because the air really does change when you get in those regions.
You're like you can get like an endorsement from Florida. What's up with this Key West? What's going on in Key West?
Key West is the southernmost point of the entire United States.
Okay.
So it's I think I just they have everything that I just think it's great that a lot of places don't have. I think it's one of the prettiest parts of Florida.
I think Hawaii is more south.
Continental United States.
I have,
but continental 100%.
Have you guys been to Hawaii?
No,
I haven't been to Hawaii either.
I have not.
Shout out Poke. I love Poke. That's since we were just speaking about that too. Poke is just you get like some albacore, some raw albacore. Oh, that's from Fantastic Mr. Fox. The Wes Anderson from.
Oh.
Yep, Wes Anderson. Shout out the Wes Anderson films. They're very nice.
People don't shout out Wes Anderson.
Dude,
enough.
he's great. Oh.
For visual cinematography.
He's great. No,
Are we not allowed to cuss on this show?
No. If you cuss,
coin in the jar.
then yeah, you have to pay me.
March 20th.
No, you guys
right.
you guys are
To be
welcome to
determined.
you guys are welcome to say whatever you want.
All right, well, we're shouting out Wes Anderson.
Shout out Wes
Keep
Anderson.
up the good work.
Yes, keep up the
Wes
good
Anderson.
work.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I like his framing a lot.
I think his framing is very cool. I like
He does like consecutive shots too.
It's like the movements.
The movements, yeah. Those are always-
I just think he put out Isle of Dogs. That one won like a Grammy, if I'm not mistaken.
Grammy.
I think so.
All right.
Or like an Emmy. I honestly don't understand that.
He won some awards.
He won some big awards.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved.
Unresearched, well deserved.
Yeah, he put like there's like a hotel movie too.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I don't know what it's called. But
I'm not sure.
The French hotel thing.
I thought it was like a Mumbai hotel.
The coffee shop.
Okay, Mumbai
Café Bleu.
hotel thing.
Café Bleu.
The Cafe Bleu.
The Café
I
Bleu.
wonder how Wes Anderson would direct a
Wes
Cafe
Anderson,
Bleu.
make a Café Bleu movie.
Bleu
No,
Story.
just maybe even just a music video.
a music video.
Yeah.
That would be cool, man. I bet
I wanted a movie about us working at a coffee shop.
that would be great.
Oh, you guys
2
aren't
in the
even
AM
making
PM,
music.
except it's real life and it's us at a coffee shop.
Exactly. I think speaking about movies, what do you guys think about like those like detective movies? I like those movies that get you on the edge. Like the Murder on the Oriental Express. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
It's
about.
like
Can't say
that's
that
like
I've seen it.
that's like a really cool kind of thing. It's like there's a murder. The detective has to come
on
in.
a train.
He finds it. Actually, anybody who
Spoilers.
yeah, whenever the Cafe Blue album comes out, listen to a song called Over the Hills and Streams, and think about the Oriental Express right there, because
Sink
that's
it.
basically the whole vibe about there. Who murdered who, and someone has to find out who did it. So again, a little darker,
Whodunit.
but who done it?
So I see you always have these pins. You show up at my house, you bring me pins. You're like, take this.
They're yours.
And I've only ever seen like metalheads that are stinky with sweaty jeans covered in multiple men's
Like-
sweat from the mosh pit.
like
Only ever
Gigi
people I see
Allen, yeah.
are the pins Sophistopop.
No, I don't think they are. All usually, well, I got all those pins because I had like a little punk phase.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had my little punk phase. You know, I liked all those guys like Sid Vicious, but even though that dude, that's always an interesting word with him. I always hear that he wasn't even connected in half of the time when he was playing on the shows. He was just playing around with the bass and he was just doing his thing. But you know, I love the Clash. The Clash is one of those. I call it a family band for me because that's one of those bands that I remember that when I was a child. I think the Clash is just phenomenal. The Ramones. There's also like the more heavier stuff like Minor Threat and you know Black Flag. I love Black Flag. I think Black Flag is great. You know they're still touring. They just came to the Masquerade not too long ago. I did not go, but I think I thought the whole punk scene was very very cool at the time. I wasn't.
Counterculture.
Yeah, I wasn't too fanatic. However, of like I know Gigi Allen is like a very big punk figure. Yeah, I think,
Huge.
but he's one of those guys. I wouldn't really. When I hear his music, I'm not too fanatic about it. You know, but I think
Fair take.
I think he was a very interesting individual in his stories.
Everything
you know?
I've ever heard about Gigi Allen has always just been about theatrics. I think I thought he was a stand-up comedian. I didn't
Yeah.
even.
Yeah,
Think
the
of
Germs
the
were really
music.
great too. I like the Germs. So I think that's always such an interesting thing. People never guess that. You're like, oh man, you listen to punk. I like heavy metal too. I listen to everything. I like to broaden with everything.
Yeah, you gotta try a little bit of
Yeah, I
everything.
gotta try a little bit of
I mean,
everything.
you're a man with an exquisite taste. You know, you gotta try everything in order to know
Let's
what you
go.
like.
That's what that's what I'm talking about. I like Marilyn. I think Marilyn Manson has some cool songs too. I like a few of his tunes.
Would you ever go on your Marilyn Manson era?
I think I had one I might have had one at one point where I was listening to.
No. I mean, where you start
Removing rib cages
and putting on makeup and
Probably not. I think what I would do is just probably just put on eyeliner for like a show or something. Probably wouldn't do a whole Marilyn Manson thing for a show.
What if it was Halloween?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, what if you were paid to do it?
Oh,
What if you had to scream for the whole album?
You're going low with your.
I'm going low. If I had to scream for the whole album, I wonder how it would be. I think it'd be different.
Really heavy.
It would be different. It would definitely be different.
Screams. Different screams.
Always have the rat pedal on.
Yeah.
Frankie stays at the same volume.
Well, he always loud though. He stay loud.
Spencer doesn't plug his bass in. And then I'm just gonna play brushes the whole time because you're screaming.
Someone's got to be soft.
To me, this sounds like an amazing project. I actually think we should scrap the whole album moving forward and try something like that. Could you would you mind showing a scream? How would you scream on the album?
I think I'd do like a very. I think it'd be kind of funny to do like a very R&B kind of actually, is there an R&B scream? I don't think there is.
Yeah, I've never heard of an R&B scream ever in my life.
It's not. Yeah, but I would love to hear it.
I think that'd be very interesting.
Like, would you sound like that?
That's how I'd be screaming on the album.
Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah.
Ooh, wah, something like that.
Well, what I'm gonna need you to do, Nick,
Yes.
is we're hitting that point. I need you to pick a color on these lights. I'm gonna dim the lights.
Oh, very well.
And I need you to scream for me. Okay, I need you to scream because we're gonna have once you get the lights on, and then pick a color, and then I'm gonna need you to scream because there's only really one way that the scream can be, and that's gonna be how you do it. So you have your color locked in.
I guess so. I think I'm gonna go for something very different.
Oh,
You can't mix, right? You can't mix the colors, right?
I don't think so. That'd be cool.
That would
I
be
wish
very cool. Like
one day, maybe.
purple, green, yellow.
Go for it. You gotta point it at the thing.
What am I pointing at?
The white box up there. Where it's plugged into the ceiling.
Oh, that shit. It's not working. I'm just gonna pick this color.
Boom. Alright, I need to hear your heavy metal scream.
Oh, okay.
Or your R&B scream, whichever
R&B
you got.
scream. If I was to do an R&B scream, I'd want to sound like Luther Vandross.
Ooh.
Well, however it goes is how it's gonna go.
But I doubt I could do that. I'm about to just start yelling now.
You just start yelling.
Just start yelling.
Ah! Like that.
Ah!
That's the way it I'll say it
Ah!
Ah! I think that's the show.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the show. Thank you. Thank you, Nick Flores.
Thank you,
Thank you,
gentlemen.
PhD Lovely.
No notes.
That's the way it went.
That's the way it went, and that's the way it goes. We'll see you in Glasgow.
Glasgow.